Imagine waking up every day to a world that tells you you're free, but in reality holds you tighter than any cage could. You feel it, right? That nagging whisper inside that screams, there's gotta be more than this. More than waiting for change that never comes. More than playing by rules that only benefit the few. More than watching the same broken systems reward the mediocre and punish the exceptional. You want to break free. You want to take control, not just of your money, but of your life, your impact, your future. Now, here's the real conversation no one's having. What if impact investing, the idea of putting money into things that change the world for the better, turns out to be the next crypto? Not just in hype or bubble, but in the wild, electrifying, cautionary way crypto hit us all years ago. What if it's poised to explode, making some rich and powerful, but others left burned and broken? Because make no mistake, this game is now global, savage, and faster than ever. It promises change, but underneath, it might just be another system designed to trap the few who dare to break out. You're an outsider, someone who's tired of the easy lies, tired of the pretty ads that promise impact but deliver empty hopes. You see the cracks. You feel the pressure to conform, to invest safely, quietly, in what the system tells you is responsible. But what if that safety is just another cage? What if playing by their rules means you're helping keep the broken system alive? You want impact, real impact. Not just tokens on a balance sheet, not just feel-good stories that fade with the next headline. You want your money to do more, to wield power no one can take away. But here's the cold truth. The world of impact investing today is a minefield of illusions. It looks like progress, but many times it's just the old game dressed in green. Greenwashing, social washing, the same old tricks wrapped in a new story. You invest in impact, yet see companies pollute, displace, exploit, all under the guise of sustainable. Your money fuels these cycles, and still the world burns, still the inequality balloons, still the systems reward obedience and punish rebellion. You're not here to play it safe, because safe is slow death, safe is silence. Safe is the lie the world feeds you every single day. You crave something raw, something real, something that shakes you awake and breaks every chain around your mind, your wallet, your soul. Here's the secret weapon no one talks about. Impact investing can be more than a buzzword and a badge. It can be a revolution. But only if you step off the beaten path, only if you reject the easy consensus, only if you dare to become what they told you to never be. The exceptional few who refuse to be processed, classified, or controlled. This means you've got to unlearn what you've been taught. Forget what the experts say about diversification, risk, and steady returns. Those rules are for followers, not for the movers. For the rare individual ready to burn their old maps and handcraft a new journey. A journey where money is not just money, it's a weapon for freedom. A tool to dismantle the cages and burn the rulebook. So how do you break this cycle? First, question everything you think you know about impact investing. Forget the flashy reports, the glossy marketing, and the chasing of trends. Look harder. Dive deeper. Find the ventures ignored by the masses, the ones too bold, too different, too unconventional to get the spotlight. They're the edge, the outliers, the rebels truly building a new world. That's where impact lives. Not in the mainstream, but in the cracks, in the underground, in the ideas deemed too dangerous or too radical by the system. Next, align with people who burn as you do. Impact investing is not a solo game. It's a movement, a rebellion against the complacent herd. Surround yourself with those who don't settle for the status quo, who scorn easy comfort, who question even the most revered truths. Together, you'll amplify what matters, not noise. Together, you'll craft a future not borrowed from old ideologies, but born from pure, relentless transformation. But beware, this path demands patience. This isn't about instant gratification or quick flips. Eternal time favors the few who play the long game. Those who endure, who build quietly and relentlessly, who embrace discomfort as the fuel for growth. Liberation doesn't come from slogans or hot trends. It comes from action, commitment, and being willing to break to rebuild. Feel that tension inside? The unbearable silence telling you that you're made for more? Good. That means you belong here. Because this movement, the awakening uprising of impact investing beyond hype, is not for the comfortable, the compliant, the critics who watch from the sidelines. It's for those who refuse to live a borrowed life, who reject convenience, and who choose to create their own reality. This is where impact investing loses its softness and becomes sharp, ruthless. It becomes the means to reclaim sovereignty over your life and your legacy. Your will is your weapon. This means making investment decisions not because they're safe or approved, but because they are transformative and real. Because they stand for something bigger, not just market gains, but for changing what gains even mean. To do this, question everything, every company, every promise, every fund. Don't settle for surface values or certifications. Dive into the DNA of who you're backing. Are they truly aligned with your values? Do they burn to change what's broken, or are they just wearing impact like a mask? Impact investing that matters is not polished, not always popular. It's messy. It's complicated. It's forged in fire. Then be selective. Pick your battles with precision. The world throws billions at impact, but only a few investments will truly transform long-term realities. Don't scatter your energy chasing every green trend. Be ruthless. Commit to the few that match your fire, because power comes from focus. Power comes from the strength carved out of contrast and difference. Above all, do not chase change. Chase becoming. Becoming someone who doesn't just react to a broken world, but redefines what the world means by successful, by wealth, by power. This is not about fitting in. This is about standing out, burning brighter, inspiring quiet revolutions through every dollar you move. Remember, the system you fight lies, but also comforts. It's easy to feel trapped, but real slavery is invisible. It smiles, it tempts, it offers you freedom to sleep, to obey, to settle. Don't fall for it. True liberation is seized by those brave enough to act, to transform, to live a life of real impact. Not the surface kind, but the kind that echoes through generations. If you're ready to burn the rulebook, to stake your claim as more than a follower, then impact investing is your battlefield. Not just to make money, but to become a sovereign force, to hold power as a weapon for change, to redefine reality with every choice you make. So don't stop watching. Don't look away. Embrace this moment as your awakening. Because the next wave of impact investing could be the greatest opportunity for freedom in our time, or the next trap to shatter dreams. But you have the power to decide. Harness it, question it, become the few who light the way, not the many lost in the crowd. This is the rebellion. This is your call.